Are we here? Are we live? Is it going?
What?
Are we
Hello?
doing shit?
Hello?
Hello?
It's fucking on! It's going now!
Where is it?
We're here!
Hello.
Holy crap!
Bad
Alright.
jokes.
Oh,
Hi.
that
welcome to
is
the
so
Noiseroom
frustrating.
podcast, which
I
we
wasn't
have been
even recording. I wasn't even
for
recording.
40 minutes.
I swear to God. I am
So-
pissed off.
So did literally everything we say not go anywhere?
I am fucking pissed.
It was
Okay,
a good
well,
time,
okay.
though.
I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna double check to see if anything is in the creator studio. Okay. That was 4 days ago. This is 2 watching now. Your channel, YouTube studio.
By the way, welcome to the Noiseroom podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the Noiseroom
where we've
podcast.
been wasting a lot of time.
Oh
June
God,
23rd.
we might.
Yeah,
You might wanna
fucking
change-
nothing recorded. I'm pissed.
Oh,
I'm so
God.
I'm so upset. I'm glad
Listen,
that I
hey,
I'm glad that I
live,
checked
too.
before I fucking finished the Belize story.
Okay.
Oh!
Before.
All right,
Okay,
to catch
so
you
let's,
guys up.
All right.
Audio chamber, dad jokes, fucking.
We're going to do a full rendition
Equi is
of
here.
the
Bizarro guy is
Noiseroom
here.
version.
Nebel
Spilling
Panda
the
is here. Say
tea
hi, Nebel
about-
Panda. Ira is here.
Hello.
I am here. They fucking roasted me for 5 minutes while I went and read my mom coming home. From
Yeah,
San
it was
Diego.
really funny.
San Diego
and Tech
Chargers
messed
and
it
now the
up.
Los Angeles Chargers. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Puns ensued. Talking about. Talking about the Magic's Acid Music Studio, which used to be Sony Acid Music Studio. I've been doing music for 14 years and counting. And
Matt wasn't here.
Matt isn't here. Maya isn't here. Eden isn't here. I'm the only host. These are the only people I'm stuck with. This is a monstrosity of a stream. We talked about how many countries we've been to. I've been to Belize, Mexico, London, London, Italy.
Welcome-
Holy fucking shit! Now you are caught up, America.
All right. Flash podcast. Let's go.
Okay, I think you might.
Let's
wanna
just
change
repeat
it.
everything in double speed.
Oh!
Do we want to actually start? Like, how much time do y'all have? Because
I'm
like,
fucking Irish.
I can go
no,
all day, man.
This is the
Yes.
podcast now. This is
we've got 10 minutes to do a podcast.
no.
I can literally.
We can go till like 11. I'm fine with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
If you
fine.
guys are
I
fine with
have
that,
nothing
I'm
to
fine
do.
with that.
I got nowhere to go, so I'm fine.
Let me
But
just-
I mean, it's
I'll-
early
I'll
for
be right
Neville,
back.
but
Who needs sleep?
who needs sleep?
yeah.
All right.
I'm legally. I don't think I can sleep anymore.
You're not legally allowed to sleep.
Welcome to the Noiseroom podcast, where we record. Well, we talk for 40 minutes and then start over. We're emotionally drained, physically and mentally, and
How
We're
did
ready-
it not record any of that? How did it not connect? It was the same stream key. How did it not work?
and it
No,
has
I
the-
have
it
to-
has
I have to
the,
change the title of the stream now to. Fucking, what am I gonna
Text
change it
failure.
to?
Tech failure.
the tech failure.
Being an
Heck.
absolute mess.
No, I got it. I got
Tech difficulties.
no.
Oh, yes.
Technical difficulties.
It has the links for the game jolt and everything in the chat too. So like,
Ugh. Okay,
it just-
that's another thing gotta catch you up on. Sonic 2020, amazing fan game made by a lot of developers, including the main developer who goes
you don't
by
have
the
to
name
rush
Bolt.
anymore. We've got 40 minutes.
I'll
Yeah,
do what I
but
fucking want. I'm just kidding.
okay, it's fair. It is your podcast. So.
We could hijack it from him. He's the only one here.
Oh yeah, that's
who
true.
runs
This is
the-
our pod. You know what? Never mind. It's our
Bolt,
podcast
who
now.
runs Sonic,
Mutiny.
Bolt, who runs Sonic.
Overthrow the upper class! Viva la revolution!
Bolt, who runs.
Revolution.
All right, I'm muting all of you. Can I speak now? Can you let me finish?
No.
Never.
Yeah, go for it.
GameJolt.com/game/Sonic2020. Bolt runs this fan game called Sonic 2020, and their new episode Shadow of Water, just released. They have 2 episodes so far, and I do music for both of them in places. I'm also partially collaborating and sharing the title of music composer and sound designer with John Rise, who is an incredible. He does like Cell Dweller style music and Blue Stally.
Oh, sick!
Crazy amazing job he did on the episode Shadow of Water music. But it's a great game. It's getting better. For those who know the game and were concerned about fucking everything. I'm just kidding.
I know nothing.
It's a lot better now. There are a lot of fixes to previous problems. Just be sure to use a keyboard and not a controller. Anyway, the second link is my music and check.
We don't talk about it.
Anyway, the second link is my music for that episode. Those 2 episodes, you can check it out. What the fuck ever.
Yeah. If you use the controller, the sun implodes and you die immediately.
Also, give a warm welcome to Aerie, who just joined the Discord server.
Hi,
Hello.
Aerie.
Greetings.
Ooh. Her and Matt have a history.
Oh.
Ooh.
It looks like.
Where's the T on that?
Okay, the Belize story. Before I started fucking freaking out about this whole YouTube, clean up your act. This ain't OBS's fault. I'm sorry, but it's on you, YouTube. Susan?
Big rip.
Just no.
Ma'am?
Okay. We were talking about all the countries that we've
been around the world.
Someone said they haven't been around. Someone has said they haven't been to any countries outside of the U.S.
That was me. I'm
Same here.
That was Equiston, by the way. This is Equiston.
Hi, I'm Equiston.
Bizarro Guy is also here. He is the. What did you say you were?
I am sometimes a critic, sometimes just a guy, and sometimes I'm that weirdo in the corner, dark corner of your dreams that stare at you. Just
intensely, but also subtly.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Ira is the devil behind him, but he's not necessarily a devil. He's just the imp in training.
He's my imp.
The imp hype man.
Yep. He's the one who tells me that I feel great. I can win. I can do this.
He's the fucking imp cheerleader.
You feel great.
He leaves a great imp. He leaves a great impression.
Oh man. Yeah. That's another
There's
thing.
the dad jokes.
Dad jokes was actually a lot. That was another thing we were doing. We were doing a shit ton of dad jokes.
For some reason.
It just comes naturally, I think.
Yep. But Dubai, you were saying.
Dubai, not Dubai.
You know what I mean.
I mean, we were talking about Dubai, the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, we all lapsed on the name of the Burj Khalifa.
Because we were talking about fucking. We were saying it's gotta be a fat check, but it has to be PHAT fat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're selling something to me, if you're telling me that you're gonna hire me for something, there's a fat paycheck behind it. It better not be an FAT paycheck. It better be a PHAT.
And the reason we were talking about paychecks was because I actually was sharing that last week I got to meet Jim Cummings for a Zoom class, and when someone asked him about the game Splatterhouse, which he did a voice for, apparently he didn't really want to not play the game. He didn't want to be a part of the game that much. But then they gave him this fat check, and he was like, "Okay, I'm in. I'll play this evil mask." Who will say lines like, "For a guy, you are such a gigantic pussy."
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Jim
Who?
Cummings
What
responsible
happened?
That's a line from the That's a line from the game. That is an actual
Yeah, I
line.
know.
Oh wait, no, I messed the line up. It wasn't if you're for a man. He says for a dick you are a massive pussy.
Ah,
Jim Cummings, the man behind Winnie the Pooh, Darkwing Duck, and Dr.
Man behind the
Robotnik.
fire.
Okay, now that we're semi caught up, fucking Christ.
Or
Welcome to the Noiseroom podcast where we had to play catch up.
what
Welcome
if
to the
we
Noiseroom
just do the
podcast.
entire podcast
Welcome to the
talking about what we already talked about on the podcast?
Welcome to the Noiseroom podcast where we have a rule of no one person talking. You fuck. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one here to enforce it. You son of-
Welcome to the Noiseroom podcast where I reserve the complete right to complain about YouTube after this. But I've been to
Understandable.
Belize. Belize was incredible. We were in the Ambergris Key, the patch of islands out further
somewhere
outward
with a
from the
coral reef.
mainland. I don't know how to say words appropriately, so
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
something.
say we took a prop plane there and back. The hotel was amazing. The people were amazing. The island itself, the beautiful waters. We were at a hotel right by the beachside, and goddamn was it humid. Being me and the millennial kid that I was at, I brought along, I think it was my PlayStation Portable.
Oh
And,
man, I miss PSP.
Oh my goodness.
And it was it got humid a lot. And so I couldn't I was so upset that I couldn't play my PSP, and my parents were like, they didn't really care because we're in Belize. The
Yeah,
point of Belize
cares
is to
about
be in
Belize?
Belize and not,
yeah.
it not act as if it were another, just like a day at home. Anyway, it was spring break. We got back to the mainland on Friday afternoon. We went to the airport, and I'm not gonna name airline names here, Continental. But we had we went on the plane that we were supposed to get on. It was about 6 p.m. Also, Aiden and Entertainment and Ocean. Hello, how you guys doing? We were sitting there for a good long while, and couple garbled messages went around the cabin, and they finally told us to deplane.
Wait, how
And,
long were you waiting?
We were waiting about fucking 20 minutes.
And then they were like, "Nah,
And
get off."
It turns out that they had a faulty part on the plane,
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit.
and
Oh, boy.
it was and we had to go because they were gonna ship a replacement part, and we were gonna have to go into a nearby hotel and sleep the night off.
Perfect.
And this is me at fucking I think it was like 11 or 12, and I had homework from my middle school that I needed to do still, because spring break, because of course they would assign
Yeah,
homework
they
over
always give
fucking
you
spring
homework
break.
on spring break.
And
It'd be weird if they didn't.
It was a Friday, and our original plan was to get home, wake up Saturday, get me to do the homework, no problem. Maybe spread it out over the 2 days, make it a little easier on myself, and that was already looking just a little more grim now. By the way, the flight connects to it was Austin before it connects to our hometown airport. And we were like, we had to, okay, we were sleeping in the hotel. We had a long line of people just going up who were all other passengers on that same flight, going into this hotel to sleep the night off. We woke up 6 a.m. Took a bus, I think it was, all the way to the airport again. Get to the terminal, do all the TSA shit. I don't know if they have that implemented yet, but airlines.
Yeah.
And we get up to our terminal. We get information from the dispatch or whatever it is. They sent the wrong part.
Oh my goodness.
And that we were going to have
How
to
do you
wait
get that
more.
wrong?
You
For
can't
them
see
to
this,
send-
but I actually decided to eat snacks for this part.
Cool.
But,
Cool. It's yeah.
We can hear the crinkling, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we can hear every single inch of the molecules of your crinkling. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
But anyway, what ended up fucking happening was we had to wait more for them to send an entirely new plane. And
They're like, all right, we give up.
which they should have done anyway.
Yeah,
had
it
they
feels like that would
been of
make
the
sense.
intelligent human race. But humans are stupid, so that's not going to happen. Sometimes
I
it
think-
helps to go straight to step 3. Just
I think
saying.
I think the best part is the fact, or I think the real blessing is that you didn't have to ride in a plane that had just been repaired by those people.
I mean, that would have given some people anxiety anyway.
Yeah.
However, that's not where the story ends.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay, we were in that same terminal. I would assume to be 11 hours. 11 hours of,
No.
no.
terminal
Of
concessions,
airplane-
and apparently
airline-
turning the entire place into a jogging track because they had people running around. It was like a little loop of a place,
Ah, man.
and the entire terminal was a jogging track all of a sudden. And
My
it was,
lord.
I joined it for like the last bit of it, and I sat back down.
Gotta pass the time somehow, I
And at
guess.
6 p.m. local time, we see the plane come in, and everybody in the entire place roars in applause. The place just erupted into
Thank
fireworks
God, I
like
can
applause.
breathe.
And then we got on. Flight was fine. Went to Texas, and stayed in another hotel because it was already like 10 p.m. and or 11, I think it was at that time. We slept, woke up, went straight back down. I think the hotel was connected to the airport somehow. I don't remember. I was fucking young. I don't remember these kind of details when I'm
course.
half awake at I think it was like 7 or 8 or 7. Had to have been 7. And we went through security, and the guy at security starts patting me, an 11-year-old, down. Just like, the
You better
the
not have
kid
a gun.
clearly has a fucking bomb on him.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, so
If anybody's gonna have a weapon.
obviously a fucking bomb is implanted on this 11-year-old boy.
I'm just flashing back to that South Park episode where they actually do have they did that. They actually have a scene of like them seeing Kenny, he passes through the metal detector. They freak out, and then he just starts shooting at him.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, I could see. Okay. From a really twisted, ugly standpoint, I could see how the guy would have thought that this completely random pat down would have been necessary to see if the parents hadn't spiked or tagged me with something, like in my shoes or whatever. But
It'd be a good plan, but we're not going to talk about it on a recorded podcast.
But he felt me
for
down
fear of
everywhere.
the FBI. So
and
the FBI is going to knock on
this
my
guy
door
was
right
like
now. Watch.
This guy. Yeah.
He's knocking on my door. Oh shit.
There they go.
Wait, whose door is that?
That was Bizarro.
Anyway, yeah, they're just saying hi. Don't worry about it. They do that from time to time. This guy was like, blonde man, mustache, portly, fucking,
Like the stereotypical guy
stereotypical pedophile man.
Oh, of course.
Oh Lord.
That's
like
good.
like he screams, "Come into my van. I have free candy and Wi-Fi."
I wouldn't put it past that stereotype. But like,
In this case, coming to my plane.
I don't know about this guy, but I wouldn't put it past him. And
We've got free
after
airline
everything,
food.
and then okay, I've lingered on this part a little too long, but it's not really as important as the rest of the shit that happened before. But it's already Sunday, and I'm freaking out because I have homework still to do. And I'm less concerned about the guy who's feeling me down. But my mother, after everything that we had been through, loses her shit in the background, and she almost wanted to punch the guy, like seriously.
Oh my goodness.
She didn't, but she wanted to. She expressed that like in hindsight. Thank God. I didn't want to watch my mom go to a Texan jail.
Yeah.
While we're in transit to California.
After everything that happened, that could have got a lot worse, probably.
And then after that, the flight to not to California, but to Phoenix, because apparently the flight that came in was another connecting flight. We had made two stops instead of one.
Isn't Phoenix like what?
Arizona? It's in Arizona.
So you wound up in Arizona instead of going straight back home.
It's literally the capital of Arizona. Yeah, and we landed in Arizona. We were connected to another flight that was on the route to our airport, and it was overbooked by my dad's seat. So in that moment we thought, fuck, we gotta separate. My dad's gonna have to stay the night in Phoenix, and it's already 1 a.m. or 1 or 2 a.m. I don't know. It's middle of the afternoon, and I'm early afternoon, and I still got homework to do, and my mom, and then
It was a nightmare.
and then this one guy comes up. This is the saving grace of this entire story, is that this one guy who was traveling alone gave up his seat for my dad. And that guy,
Wow.
whoever he is, shout out to you, my dude. It's been 14 years. You still,
It ended with a wholesome thing.
That's nice.
You're a
Yeah.
wholesome man.
Perfect.
Thank you
A
so
moment
much.
to
If
a
you're
moment.
if you're still I don't know if you actually live in Arizona or you're somewhere else, but wherever you are, shout out to you, man. Thank you very much. We get on the flight, fucking come back, and it's 5:00, and I have 3 things of homework to do.
Did you like not bring it with you, or
No, I didn't bring it with me. I didn't think I needed to bring it with me.
But what was
Plus,
the homework anyway?
We were
Like,
we were in a place surrounded by water, and our hotel was by the beach, so I didn't want
I
to
guess
get
that's fair.
anything like humid or
Mhm.
wet or whatever.
Yeah. What was the homework? Like, what did you have to do?
I don't remember. Part
Understandable.
of it was
It was algebra.
most definitely algebra.
I had
It was
God.
like algebra
I had a-
1A. I think
I had
it
a
was.
super weird one because I had a whole choir trip over spring break recently, and I also had been tasked by my Spanish teacher over the course of that spring break to create a pinata, which is not something you can do when you're when you're on a choir trip. So we went down to San Francisco actually, which was super fun. And and when I got back, it was a solid 2 days of just me stressing out because I had no idea how to make a make a pinata. We had to buy a newspaper. That was something. I didn't even realize that I still could do that in an area that was near me. But yeah, we bought newspapers. I glued it together. It was incredibly messy, and I got a B, which is better than I was expecting. So yeah, but that's the most exciting travel story I have.
I have a few travel stories. Hell, I already shared one in the first podcast I appeared in.
in the 40 minutes before this.
Welcome to the Noiseroom podcast, where nothing was recorded for the last 40 minutes of the podcast.
well, no, I was talking. Like in the podcast I was in, which was again, I think it was like the second podcast you guys did. I shared a story about how when I went on a plane ride, I wound up talking to a total stranger who kind of,
Oh yeah, that one.
Who inspired. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell the whole story because
it's
already been done.
Yeah, it's already been told and has been recorded. So
YouTube.
So
rubbing salt in the wound.
Nudge.
I don't have to tell the whole
to
story.
the open wound. Is it over yet?
Oh god, that's actually a really good song. But no, so I already told the story there. But the abridged version is I talked to the stranger. He actually gave me some really good advice and made me realize that I do want to do film for a living, and got me to the path I wanted to go to. But turned out to be a total weirdo because after that he just started talking about weird shit like Harry Potter dildos.
I am pretty sure that guy is bipolar.
Meet a complete stranger on the street. What is your first topic of conversation?
Film school, and then going to film school, and then Harry Potter dildos, and then talking about a kaiju, making it with Kirby.
Oh my god!
Is it stereotyping to say that he probably has bipolar?
A true inspiration.
Probably is bipolar.
Maybe, but
I don't want to be that guy. But
But
from what it sounds like, I will be very happy for someone to prove me wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, because this happened years ago. I was about like 15 years old. I was a freaking freshman in high school. So yeah, but another crazy travel story I could share is one of the many trips I've had when I go to LA. LA is a very close thing to my family. My mom was born in LA and spent most of her late teen years in adulthood in LA. Before, her childhood was mostly in Brooklyn. But my dad, a lot of my family is there. My cousin Rosemary is there and stuff. Shout out to you, cuz love you. And so I was down there. So I was down there.
So you were down there.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why I drew one. Yeah. Sorry. I was a little distracted. My dog's acting up for some reason. I don't know what.
Oh.
He's looking at something weird. I have a Chihuahua, by the way, if anyone's curious.
Doggy.
Yeah.
Dog.
He's a cute dog. I named him Kilo. Well, my aunt named him Kilo because he weighs a kilo. So yeah. So when we were. So when I was in LA, we went to Magic Mountain, Six Flags, right? Which was so fun. It started off so fun. I had so much fun being there because Magic Mountain has a lot of DC comic stuff, and I'm a big comic book fan. I was enjoying it. and the rides were all great except for one ride. One ride, which is hands down the one ride you like. I when they told me they closed this ride down, I went on my knees and was crying with joy.
That's bad.
You want to know the name of this ride? You
Go
want to know
for it.
Green Lantern.
Ooh,
This ride
boy.
is so. This ride is so horrible. It was like the worst thing, like imaginable. I actually got injured while on that ride.
Ugh. I
How?
have a hunch about this.
I got hurt, and it turns out because eventually I learned that I wasn't alone.
Okay.
Because
Please
So
tell
what-
me. Please tell me that this is the movie Green Lantern ride with
I'm
the
pretty
fucking
sure,
race
no,
car
it was
track made out of lantern. I don't know what the fuck to call it. I'm not into.
Constructs or something.
Constructs.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah,
fucking,
you're looking
like,
for. It's constructs.
The
That's what you're
fucking
looking
like Hot Wheels race car constructs.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's the ride was okay. So like pretty much when we went on the ride, it's like this really weird type of roller coaster. It's the best way to describe it. It's like the new Batman ride in the Six Flags in the Bay Area Six Flags. If you've seen that ride, it's pretty much like that, where it's where it goes up, down, side to side. And it really weird, but I know I'm like not describing it right. Sorry, it's been a long day. But when I went on the Green Lantern ride, like, oh my god, my back was in such pain. I thought it felt like I just went like 4 rounds with Mike Tyson. Like, it was that bad. And my mom, because she's a little shorter than me, she was they had to actually give my mom like a lift and stuff. So that was a little embarrassing for my mom. And after the ride was over, it messed up the rest of my day. I wound up just lying down, and just like putting freaking and like just like taking a soda or something, taking like a soda cup and like resting it on my back because I was trying to find because I didn't have an ice pack on me.
Yeah.
It was so, and apparently, when I looked up about this ride, apparently this ride has been notoriously known for injuring people's groins. Some people even claiming that it made them. Yeah, apparently it was even claimed to cause sterilization.
No way.
Oh my god.
This is a real ride. In fact, Defunctland just recently did a video about it like a few weeks ago.
I need to
Are
watch
you
that.
fucking telling me this is just a fucking castration mobile?
It wasn't castrating, but it would hit. But the way it jerks you around, it
busts your balls.
It will hurt your back and it will hit your balls.
It will bust your balls. Oh my god.
It
was
so
such a pain. Like, I was surprised. I was legit surprised. I didn't end up talking with a very high-pitched voice.
You made it out alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made out with my boys intact.
What a dodge, dude.
Yeah, it was really like, and the funny part is, this isn't the weirdest thing that happened to me while being at an amusement park. That story, and I'll be real quick here because we don't have that much time. Was a story involved me going to Disneyland, and I actually found, and I actually not realizing it, had a ticket to Club 33, which is a very exclusive club. At Disneyland that a lot of like famous people go to. I found that ticket. Didn't realize it was that ticket. Kept it in my pocket for a while, and by the end of the day, I realized I still had it in my pocket because I was trying to find the person that dropped it. I didn't see their face. I just saw that they were someone wearing like a very cool looking jacket, and I never saw the person again. But I hold tickets just in case I saw them. But the day was over. The person never showed up. I was in my hotel room. I had it in my pocket. Didn't realize what it was. It was like, yeah, I guess it wasn't important to them because I didn't even hear anyone like ask for it.
Lottery ticket.
So I just threw it,
so
I just threw it away. But years later, I wound up watching a video about that club, And then when I saw that ticket, I was like, that looks familiar. Wait a second. Oh, shit. No.
You could have gotten in, man.
Son
Could have
of
gotten
my
in.
God.
I could have been rubbing elbows with Johnny Depp before he turned out to be a total asshole.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
God dang.
Man.
Okay, so... Alright.
A needle
I will
pulling
fully
bag?
admit this about myself. I
Uh-huh.
dislike fast roller, or I can deal with fast. I can't deal with drop when it comes to amusement park rides.
Really?
And, I'm okay. I have a pretty strong stomach. I can take, dizziness, no problem. I've been on the gravitrons that they have there, the ones that spin you and, centrifugal force.
Yeah.
They look like giant alien spaceships, UFOs, whatever.
Yep.
Oh,
And
I
they
know.
Yeah. Those are fun.
those
I
are
like
really
those.
fun. And
How?
I was on a ride with Matt once at the
Oh, boy.
county
Matt
fair.
Duarte,
The county
who isn't
fair
here.
here. Welcome to welcome to the Noiseroom podcast, where I almost call it Avastera every single time. Also, welcome to the Noiseroom podcast, where we can talk shit about Matt because he's not here.
But we did that all off camera, unfortunately.
Yeah. But he off camera.
You will never know.
YouTube. But he said, this is gonna be fun. This is it was one of those that it spins you, but it's a pendulum, and the pendulum swings more and more and more until it does 3 loops in the air. And
Oh
then
my
comes
God.
back
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
I hated that.
I can never handle those, honestly.
Oh,
I'm
this is-
kind of the same.
so I'm guessing you didn't go on the Wonder Woman ride, right? The one in the one at Six Flags,
No,
Discovery Kingdom.
I don't think I've been to Six Flags.
Oh yeah. Well, dude,
I've
no
seen
joke.
Magic Mountain from a distance, but
Yeah,
not.
but no joke. I did this when I went on the Wonder Woman ride. Because it is one of those. It is that pendulum ride. It's like one of those. It's like a pendulum ride, except it's also circular and stuff. But yeah, I actually went on that ride, and no joke, I did this. Because my legs were free and stuff. I actually I actually placed myself in the meditation position and kept going and stayed like that the entire time.
No. Stop.
I just imagine
did-
you're freaking the fuck out, but you're also meditating. You're just like, oh. Oh.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, in my mind,
Motherfucking
like when they see me, they're like, wow. Like when they see me, they're like, wow, that guy is really chill. Like I bet, he's
And on
thinking
the
about
inside.
Yeah,
And then you're just like,
yeah, I'm just like, oh my god.
welcome to the Noiseroom podcast, where happens.
For me, I was on the Gravitron things with one of my exes.
Mhm.
You see, this is my first time going onto that. I hate those things.
They're not my thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I suffer from vertigo, meaning that's pretty much a given.
Yeah.
She somehow convinced me to get on that. Somehow convinced me.
And that's why she's your ex.
Yes, that's one of the reasons. But also, you see, it already it was still at the start when I was already freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, I passed out.
Oh.
Wow.
I even was like, "I love you, please help me." And then I just suddenly just shut down, woke up, The ride was still going.
Oh my!
Oh, you were like that guy who like you know the fucking Windows XP noises meme where he's like on the roller coaster, he just faints and then comes back on and then faints.
Yeah.
That literally happened. And I'm like, oh my god, why is it still going? I was
Plot
like,
twist,
thinking,
it was
what happened?
you'd been on it for like 3 rounds, but you just woke up.
That's the thing.
That was your
Passed out
hell.
again.
Like for a second you were convinced, and this was your punishment.
Yes. I passed
Oh
out.
shit! Do 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 do.
Oh, shit. And the next thing you know, I wake up, but the thing is, I didn't open my eyes because in my mind,
You were still
like,
on the
just
roller
my
coaster.
mental image, we are still going.
Oh my god.
We were even if the announcer said thank you for going on this ride. Well, please exit safely. Blah blah blah. That kind of stuff. I was like, okay, it's still slowing down. Why is it still going? They like all my friends, my former friend group, literally had to pry me from where I was standing.
And like fireman's carryover.
Oh,
No firemen's came.
oh
Okay.
They were just
man.
like, come on, get off the ride. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And
Poor-
as soon as I opened my eyes, I was hugging the ground.
Poor
Oh
you,
man!
dude.
Mother Earth.
Rip.
Always
Yeah.
there.
Big F's and big gigantic F's in the chat.
But it
Fat
was
with a
fun.
PH.
Like PH F's with a PH in the chat. Please interact with our videos. Anyway,
We're gonna try some subliminal messaging techniques.
Neville, I see you there.
Yep. Oh man! So we end.
Also, we have a wild guest in the podcast stream voice chat.
Oh yeah, Aiden joined us. Like,
2020.
Yeah, because the link just randomly automatically sent me here.
So the Discord
Yeah.
link just sends you to the podcast this
Yeah,
voice chat.
literally
God.
threw me in here.
Does that happen by default?
I don't think it makes them join. I think he just joined himself. But yeah,
Right.
you can join the Discord if you're if you're watching this at home and you're not.
He is in the Discord.
Welcome to the Noiseroom
I know.
podcast, where you may
Yeah.
or may not be automatically joining the Discord server's voice chat.
Something to note is
via
if you're
the
in the
link. I'm
Discord,
changing the link.
they
just so
they
that-
choose weekly who's gonna be on it, so you could be on it. So that's a
Oh,
fun thing.
Usually we have 6 people. The 4 hosts: me, Matt, Eden, and Maya. Eden, Maya, and Matt are not with us because they have their own obligations and or illnesses that they have to take care of. Not Corona, thankfully.
Yeah.
Hopefully Maya doesn't have Corona.
Hopefully.
She said she had a fever over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm worried
Kinda
for
bad.
her.
Corona is pretty deadly, you know.
So
I
get
know.
well soon, Maya.
She is strong, but I'm still worried for her. But like, and yeah, then we have 2 guests. It was gonna be only like 3 guests because Matt was leaving, but then Snow and Maya had to leave, and then I was like, oh fuck, I'm the only host. So yeah, we got our 6 people.
There we go.
The circle is
In
now
time.
complete.
This
Um,
circle.
The circle is now complete.
When
How to steal each
You're
other's
standing in a
livers.
circle holding hands.
I
Like-
might be the demon, and you might be the imp, but I am.
The fucking what would I be?
actually,
I am the Mega Goliath demon.
actually,
Okay, cool.
I'm
Sick.
kind of
Welcome to the 7 circles of hell.
I'm kind of, you know what? Maybe next time,
Except
next
here,
podcast when
there are 122 circles. That number follows me everywhere I go.
Man, next time you're in a podcast with Matt, you can just say, "When you left, I was but the learner, but now I am the master."
I can't wait. Tune in next week to see the Tech Matt rivalry.
I left I was
Really
the
shine.
learner. Now
Yeah.
welcome to the Noiseroom podcast, where I'm speaking in a devil voice. This is entertainment now.
This is
Also,
This is-
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is out today.
Yeah, I heard about that.
interesting.
Okay. It's it's an old PS2 game
On
that
this
got
Bob.
revamped, and it was it's something that really stayed with me from my childhood. I only got like it as a rented version, and I can only like renew it only like once, so I had to play through it really quickly, and I never got to the end. So this is sort of like my redemption.
Yeah, I played the game when I had both the console version and the Game Boy version of the game, and I loved both of those things. I loved, they were both really great. The Game Boy version was interesting though, because what was it? It was one thing I just don't care for when it comes to Nickelodeon games in general is that they had to do that weird password thing where you had to have the password if you want to continue a level instead of just saving the game.
Isn't that with like other games as well? I've seen like there were a couple
Like a
of those.
lot of Nickelodeon games had it. Like Fairy Odd Parents, Break the Rules had it. I don't remember them doing that for the console games. I just know that they did that for like the Game Boys.
Yeah, the
Which-
Game
I
Boy
don't
games
think
had
that-
it a lot. I don't know why. But yeah. That's kind of weird. Like, why not just save the progress?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, instead, if I wanted to save my progress, if I wanted to continue where I left off, I have to. Yeah. In fact, actually, I never completed, Break the Rules Game Boy Edition because, like, I constantly would just be like, damn it, I do not want to just, redo the whole thing and fight gators and shit. I already finished that part. I don't want to keep doing it.
Yeah, I feel like just an accessible save feature is kind of important for a game that involves progression.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily the Bikini Bottom one wasn't too bad because the Game Boy one, at least, it's like you can finish it over after a day. Like, it won't even be like 8 hours. You'd probably get it done in like 4.
The ultimate casual speed game.
Pretty much that's what it was, and it was still fun. Like, I think my favorite place to play in part of the game was the Tree Dome. I think that was probably my favorite in both the Game Boy and the console game.
Nice. Yeah, I have not played it, but I might. Is it on? What's it on? Is it on like Steam or?
It's on Play. Well, I don't know about the old version, but the new version of the game is definitely on like PS4. So.
Yep.
I just
because
looked it up and
Matt
it is
got it on
Steam,
PS4.
So.
I can almost guarantee you that this is what he's doing instead of being on the podcast tonight.
Matt is playing Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Hey, here he is! We were just talking about you!
Devil, and he shall appear.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
I just come out of the fucking shower. What are you guys summoning me for? I don't have any fucking clothes on. I told you to look before summoning me.
We were saying that, okay, first of all,
When you left, I was but the learner.
And
now
just like
What the fuck are you talking about me anyway? I hope no one looks at my butt.
There's a bit of an echo over there, I think.
Christ, man.
Yeah, I'm in my car.
He's in
We've got
He's in the audio chamber, guys.
I
got
have
special
stolen the Prius, and I am
Well-
in the stolen Prius.
also say hello. We have surprise special guest Aiden Entertainment over here.
Hello.
Aiden Entertainment. More
Yeah.
like,
Aiden 2020. Sonic 2020.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
which-
guy.
Yeah,
I am
which-
honestly a huge fan of your project. It is an honor to me.
Wait, no, he's not in Sonic 2020. It
What?
just said, I'm just correlating the two because they both have
I
2020.
take it back!
Well,
Oh my god, he just shows up in here and he is immediately humiliated.
Professional attack! What did you do?
well,
You showed up to this naked.
There are minors present. Put on the
Really?
video.
You thought I,
Everyone
you made me think I was naked in front of the Sonic 2020 guy! I've been watching anime all day.
You might be, because we're live.
This is
We're
my
live,
brain on
Matt,
having built a cat
in front of
boy.
hundreds of people.
I
Matt,
just
you're
built a
live
cat
on
boy and I dropped it in the server and I fooled millions!
oh god.
Matt, we were just saying, we were welcome to the Noiseroom podcast where we now have a screaming naked Matt in a car.
To be fair, when am I not screaming and or naked?
Okay. We were just literally talking about Battlefield Bikini Bottom and how you got it on PS4 and how we were. I could guarantee them that you were playing that instead of being on the podcast.
Well, okay.
You're not denying it so far.
Okay, here's the thing. I have totally been meaning to play it today, but I've been slacking.
Okay.
My
How
friends
dare
came
you.
over and we were building fucking Phantasy Star Online 2 characters. By the way, I built this like fucking the equivalent of the phrase "cat boys rem." Cat boys. And, all I could say is the classic blunders. I think I put it in memes and map posting if you want to put her online. Put her on the.
Your girlfriend?
No, I put it in memes and map posting. Please post this on the stream and tell me if this girl is cute.
Oh,
Oh man. Well,
public forum.
is this?
well, Matt.
I'm a magical girl. Fuck yeah!
I thought you were gonna say "fuck you," like I'm a magical girl. Fuck you.
I'm a magical princess. Fuck you!
So
Magical fairy princess cat boy Matt. Yeah. Skylar. Yeah.
Not rabbit girl.
Cat girl.
But
Yeah,
get
really-
boys, Rim.
You
No,
made a
no,
really big
no,
mistake.
no. I'm not a rabbit girl. I'm a cat boy. And I'm making a new project. It's called.
You're
I'm making
gonna
a new
be a
project.
rabbit,
It's called
and you're
Cat
gonna like it.
Saviors. It's called Cat Saviors. It's a bunch of cat boys in dresses running around.
Very good.
Shout out to Rabbit Saviors.
Are you trying?
I support that AU.
Are you trying to audition for
We
a
should
while?
do.
for
There
the-
should be like the season 2 should just be Cat Saviors.
Oh my
Season two.
lord.
If you don't have an entire fleet of boys in dresses that just fucking are a side force, that are
Cat.
like the act, like are another force in this world, then consider me out.
Cat Saviors.
I come for the cat boys.
Cat
Get
Saviors
out
are
my
just.
house.
Oh, by the
My
way,
favorite show
Yeah,
about
no,
cat
I'm
boys is
vetoing
honestly
that one.
my favorite show about cat boys is honestly Seinfeld. Okay, I think Jerry Seinfeld is the best cat boy we have in anime thus far. He's got a great character arc. He's got wonderfully tragic backstory.
What if you wanted to be a cat boy, but God said,
God said,
be a
you're a
Sephian.
rabbit girl.
You're a,
Either
you a
almost that
bitch. You a Sephian.
You,
you a Sephian.
Is for context. For context. Huh. Sephians
Please.
are a race in my own lore that are basically alien cat people.
Cat boys, Red.
They don't have
Cat
tails.
boys.
They're built like humans.
Yep.
But the only thing cat about them are, the kind of, heads that they have and the fur.
Fuck it, man.
Okay, so they are. Hold on. They are. So, real quick, you created the species of cats from the movie Cats 2019.
No.
Is that.
Yeah.
Close, but no.
That's what I'm getting.
Fuck it.
I actually did hear that Cat
You know what?
2019 was a pretty
You know what?
horrible.
You know what? I gotta fucking do it. I gotta do my anime introduction. Hold on.
Oh,
My
no.
name is
Matt
Sidesavotics.
My name is Matt Duarte. I'm just your everyday ordinary high school cat boy. I have an AI girlfriend. I'm on this Noiseroom podcast.
Oh, dear Jesus.
Welcome to the Noiseroom podcast, where Matt officially has an anime intro now.
I'm gonna do this
Welcome
every
to
Also, he
the
needs headphones.
Welcome to the Noiseroom podcast. That has a breakdown.
Welcome to the Noiseroom podcast with my name is Sidesavotics. I'm just your average 14-year-old high school girl.
Jesus.
I need an enemy to fight. Okay. Matt the cat boy with an AI girlfriend. Who's his enemy?
Andrus.
No, not Deudros. But no.
Fight Candrace.
Mechagodzilla.
Mechagodzilla, yeah!
No, AI Godzilla.
AI Godzilla.
Okay. Hey, Matt.
No,
Matt.
your enemy is water.
It's
Water!
So,
Can I do my intro? Can I do my intro again?
Sure.
Hi,
No.
my name is Matt Duarte, and I'm just an average, everyday high school cat girl. I have an AI girlfriend, and I go to the Noiseroom podcast every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Where me and my
PST.
friends join up and fight the ocean. We fucking hate the ocean.
Perfect!
hey, Matt. Hey, Matt. This is.
I throw every seashell and fucking piece of trash I can into the fucking ocean. One day we can destroy
Kill the ocean.
water.
It's evil.
Oh
Noiseroom
my
does not condone the use of polluting the oceans,
Jeliski would like to have a word with you.
except in fictional form.
I will destroy that person
Percy
I will
Jackson would like to
destroy
have a-
ISIS.
with my magical cat boy powers. I will destroy them.
Matt,
will
on the
destroy
podcast sign up.
With my cat boy powers, I will rise up and
Bizarro's
destroy
been
the
trying-
fucking
Bizarro's
ocean.
been trying to say something.
Okay. First of all, I wanted to let you know that Tech messed up royally. We literally lost like 40 minutes of audio that didn't get recorded. And also,
I just left the call.
real form is.
My
Go to-
true form. I have to see this.
Yep.
Okay, can somebody take my Discord avatar and draw cat ears on him?
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
on
but
podcast
yeah,
sign up.
we were technically streaming. YouTube just wasn't picking it up.
If,
I'm going to chalk this up to YouTube's fucking fault.
Matt, if you want to know where that is from, that is from season 3 of My Hero Academia.
Where?
Of course it fucking is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a cat.
Where?
I fight the ocean.
He is one of the members of like these cat-themed superheroes, and they all wear that costume.
I need to find a team of the.
Hey, Concon's YouTube videos just said, hey.
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 I'm getting a weird echo from you guys. Anyone else hearing that?
Oh,
It's
it's from
Matt.
Matt.
I put my hand on his shoulder and then say, "Hey."
Hey.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Yep. By the way, is anyone excited for Miles Morales getting his own video game?
Yes!
Absolutely, man. Dude, the
I
PS4
don't know
game
why,
was
Icona,
such a good game.
Cornelia. Sorry.
Yeah.
Honestly though, like if the Miles Morales game is just half as good as that and half as good as Spider-Verse, we've got a game that I just want to like. I don't want that game to end. I don't want that game to stop.
Yeah, the funny thing though is that I'm curious of like who the villains are going to be because Miles in the comics doesn't really have much of a rogues gallery. Like, okay, some of the villains that he's known to fight is the Prowler, which is his uncle. The other being the other one being the Bombshells, though technically they were already Peter's villains. Then there is the Frosted Pharaoh, which is literally this white dude who wears Egyptian attire and has ice powers, which makes no freaking sense.
No. You should have just stopped at white dude in Egyptian attire and that just be the villain. He doesn't have any actual powers. He's just a guy who can cosplay good.
No, but that's really a character.
I know.
I think. I honestly think
one of the villains for one of my stories is a really good cosplayer. He is this. One of the things is for one of my series, it's this world-based kind of series, but the villain in it, you find out that he's been playing half the characters the entire time.
So essentially, he's that one character in Pokemon in the Ditto episode who just dressed up as a bunch of people.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing: the whole quest is to find a murderer, but you find the murderer and you find out that he's also just been playing half the characters. He's just this disguise, and the murderer isn't even his favorite identity.
What's his favorite identity?
I think there was actually a similar thing like that.
The detective.
Okay.
The police chief is also a good one.
I wanna say something real quick. Okay. This might be an unpopular opinion. I don't know, but I think the less noticed villains need to have a spotlight, like the enforcers.
I would love that. I would love to see Montana Max, Ox,
Fancy Dan.
Fancy Dan. Just bring those guys in. Hell, maybe even do what they did in Spectacular Spider-Man, where they kind of give them like super suits and stuff. Which, by the way, please, Disney, bring that show back because my God, that new Spider-Man show is so freaking boring and lazy.
Yeah, the one with Drake Bell, or was that?
No, that was Ultimate Spider-Man. Though that wasn't that great either, and that show somehow got and that show somehow had freaking one of the Paul Dini in there, and somehow that still failed.
Yeah, you wonder why all of these, all of us, are currently pandering toward, nostalgia with all of our favorite, TV shows. It's because the new ones kind of suck.
Yeah.
Are you superhero show? Are you talking about specifically superhero shows? Or are you talking about?
I'm talking about most, mainstream cartoons these days.
There's one superhero show that isn't going to suck. It's called A Drip on Reality, and it's gonna be the best.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm talking about things that are actually on air, like fucking. The Spider-Man one you were talking about, Teen Titans Go. Everything after
problem with Teen Titans
everything
Go.
after
I think
every
it's
Transformers
overrated.
show after Transformers Prime. Transformers Prime is great. It's one of the best ones ever.
Yeah,
and Robots in Disguise fucking killed it.
Yeah,
I would be talking about Pokemon, but Pokemon is actually still kind of good. Pokemon Journeys
who's
was
popping?
pretty dope.
Ira.
Who's popping locking?
What's
Pop it, lock it,
popping?
polka dot it. Work it, make
It's-
it, do it, do it, do it, do it. No, don't do it.
No, don't do it.
Okay. What about what about the Pokemon the remaster of the Pokemon movie?
It
That
is
was pretty
literally okay.
It's
The
The one
animation,
that's on Netflix.
The thing with
The one that's on
Marshadow?
Netflix, yeah.
the animation's good, but it's literally just the same freaking
It's
movie.
just the same thing, and they
There's-
added Marshadow.
I believe
And
it's
they
sort
added
of
like a
the
bunch of
exact
new
same
Pokemon.
story with the formula thing.
It's the same thing, but 3D.
Yep.
Hey, that's its
Oh.
own novelty. But
Yeah.
in the words of Kana from Fooly Cooly Alternative, familiarity can be a novelty.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I did
Needless to
enjoy
say, it's
it at
nothing
the very
new,
least.
but it's
Probably
not
not.
it's not, a complete mistake either.
It's the killing joke of Pokemon movies. Like at its best, the killing joke is just the comic but done in movie form.
Yeah,
Mm.
Nothing more.
I am legit scared for Avatar: Last Airbender on Netflix. Not the show, not the old show, not the OG. I'm talking about the remake that they're planning on doing. I am scared for it because
Oh yeah, you know what Netflix did to me? You know what fucking Netflix did to me? It
Death Note.
recommended the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
So
yeah,
can I talk about the Avatar, the Netflix reboot that's
yeah.
Oh, but the show is
you
actually
gotta remember. You gotta
the
remember,
original show is
these
on
are
Netflix.
These are the same people who did write the original Avatar. But
True, but
yeah.
they were
But-
also excited.
but they're also the
Yes, they
same
did,
people who
yeah.
wrote The Legend of Korra.
Point.
And they're also
They-
the same people
Also
who fucked
point.
up Voltron Legendary Defenders.
Also,
Oh
I
yeah.
And they also fucked up Dragon Prince too.
didn't
They
see
fucked
Dragon
up. They
Prince.
fucked up Dragon Prince.
What, Dragon
the
Prince
later seasons,
great.
the later seasons it
And
gets
that's
really
because
bad.
of that movie.
Really?
I never watched Dragon Prince.
I didn't think it
I
was.
actually really like Dragon Prince.
I
Even the
didn't think
latest
it was
one.
that bad, but I can
Yeah.
see
I don't
Also,
think it gets-
what.
Okay, I've had like friends just say that they didn't like where the season went. Maybe it's just
I
them.
really did.
Hey, at
Yeah.
least there was
give it
at
a-
least
I'll
there
give it
was
a
a
watch.
fucking bread sandwich in there.
That is
Okay,
true.
okay. You
Oh.
know what the
And
latest season
also-
of the Dragon Prince did?
Anyway,
did a
here's
Stalker reference.
Wonderwall.
It did a
Oh,
what
straight
reference?
up.
The main character is voiced by has the same voice as Sokka from
Yeah.
Avatar,
Boomerang.
and like he was looking at this thing and he was like, "Huh, this looks so familiar." Boomerang. It was great. And like in one of the end credits, they referenced the cactus juice thing.
Oh my god!
It was
Drink cactus
amazing.
juice.
Oh,
It'll
the
quench
quenchiest.
ya. It's the
Not
quenchiest.
Saint Quetchy.
The quenchiest.
Yeah, magic mushroom.
It's
Look,
Magic
giant
mushroom.
red.
Maybe it's friendly.
friendly.
Yep. By the way, Matt, there was one thing you forgot that the creators also did.
What?
They also supported M. Night Shyamalan's crappy take on Last Airbender. In fact, they were part of the creative staff, which I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Where the hell did they go?
Honestly, these guys don't have a great track record. They have an average. Like Avatar can forgive a lot of things,
Yeah.
but it can't forgive everything.
Yeah,
They-
like I even told the guys before this podcast even started that Last Airbender had a whole section cut out of the movie that involved the Kyoshi Warriors. I remember watching the behind the scenes of Last
It's because
Airbender.
the M. Night Shyamalan really liked them, and they ended up getting more screen time than the fucking main characters.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, wait, is that the reason why I got cut? Because
That is the reason why it got cut, is because M. Night Shyamalan really fucking liked them, and he filmed a lot of scenes with them, and they ended up getting cut because he wrote more scenes with them than he did with the main characters.
my
Connor
God.
has a question. He says, "Dudes, what about the reboot of Drake and Josh? Apparently, it's happening."
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
I want Drake and Josh to finally achieve Super Saiyan 4.
And to
Um,
actually make the door.
I miss Megan. They're gonna like.
With that, it's
Like-
11:30. I have to go to bed soon, so I have to. We gotta like cut this short soon.
I should get guys. By the way, Tech, have you started playing SpongeBob yet? I haven't.
I haven't.
We should get on sometime soon and play together.
Yes.
I'll
I'll get in voice chat and we can both do that.
Yeah.
At the very
Really?
least.
It'll be like when we did Sonic Forces. This is gonna be fun.
Yes.
Oh boy.
All right. I'll call the podcast here. What's left of it at least.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. And thank you. Special shout out to YouTube's stream key collecting algorithms, which decided not to broadcast it when OBS was streaming.
Also,
I'm
shout
pretty
out
sure
to
it's the same stream key.
Also, shout out to the magical number
Mystery
of
tour.
guests that we had. That is the most we've ever consistently had on a single podcast that wasn't completely cut because
We
it
had
was
5 guests.
5, and then that turned into 6, and then that turned into 7.
No, there was one point where I had to go AFK and it was just these 4 talking. They were probably roasting me, but no one's ever gonna hear it now because it's fucking gone.
Here's the thing. At least you weren't summoned in the midst of taking a shower without your Catboy uniform.
No, wait, no. At least you weren't summoned, and then Ira's mic goes splat.
Yeah.
At least it
To
was someone-
anyone who's watching this who does animation, please animate every single joke that we do here, because I really would just.
I feel like when
yeah.
we ask for it, it gives us less of a chance of getting an actual animation.
Yeah.
But please, Catboy Ruins
So-
intro.
So,
Catboy
so
Ruins.
since
No, just Matt yelling the entirety of him coming in and just screaming that he's naked
Oh,
in front of the Sonic 2020 guy.
yeah.
This is the Sonic 2020 guy.
I said
Yeah.
because I said Aiden 2020, Sonic 2020. My brain was going into a tangent. I was just correlating the two being 2020s.
Fuck,
And-
man, I actually like that. I was interested
And it's
in the
out
project.
now.
Oh my god.
And so is the soundtrack for it. You can check it out at technocinema.bandcamp.com/album/Sonic2020.
Can we add like 5 more slashes in there? And
original
a little heart
soundtrack volume
emoji?
1?
Like a little heart emoji, and it just
Heart, star, winky face, blushy face, thumbs up, okay hand.
unless,
Hashtag,
no,
hashtag,
Sonic
hashtag.
2020 /album /heart /unless dot.
Thundercloud gun, explosion martini.
Thundercloud Gun Explosion Martini is the name of this podcast now.
I called it Belize roller coasters and technical difficulties.
Yep.
Catboy
Oh yeah, because we were talking about roller coasters and how it freaking fucked up my how one roller coaster fucked out my back and how
Spyra, your microphone's angry.
Sorry, I was fixing it.
The mic's doing that weird ass transmission moving
Your
thing.
mic's angry. All right.
I just added Nyx in the server and asked her to draw Catboy Ruins.
Yes.
Fucking Cher is typing PSO2
PSO2.
Fantasy
A
Star.
fucking chair is typing.
The fucking Cher. He matched
That
the
damn
chair on
fourth
the
Chaos
keyboard.
Emerald is typing. I sent that to the Sonic 2020 team, and they're like, "How?" They're like, no, they're like that image, that video that I put of Bubsy in the main memes and Matt posting. Just scroll up just a.
Aiden, that picture is from Fantasy Star Online too. It is my cat girl.
It's
actually a
this.
guy.
It's this.
Oh yeah, one of the characters that we randomized was legit Mexican Gundam.
All right, and thank you everybody for tuning in today. And
think that's a-
all 5 or 6 of you who have watched this, thank you for bearing with us while we
Next week
figure
we'll
out
build
that
Italian
YouTube
Gundam.
fucking sucks, and we you know, we'll be on next week, same bat time, same bat channel. If you want to see more, you know where to click. I'll see you guys later.
This was a fucking mess. We should have got Neon on for this shit. Been like,
Bye, everyone. I'll see you in your nightmares.